Is stress good for you or bad for you? I think this is a subject that a lot of people struggle with, and that's what we're going to dive in today. I'm Dr. Jeff Cumro. I'm a developmental function neurologist, and really what I focus on in my practice is getting people back to balance, physically, mentally, emotionally. And when we can get that balance, that's where health lies. And a lot of us are stuck in imbalance, and that can lead to a lot of things, whether it's burnout or autoimmunity or muscle pain or different things. There's so many different things because we are not able to get back in balance. So once we find that area we're out of balance and we stimulate it to bring it back into balance and stimulate that capability of getting back into balance, that's where true health lies. So now, getting back to this, like I said, there are a lot of debate on, is stress good, is stress bad? We need stress in our life though. And the reason for this is, it's important to understand what stress is. A lot of people look at stress and they're like, it's their friends or family or traffic or work or whatever it may be. But stress is not any of those things, because there are people that love those things. There are people that are stressed out by them, but there are people that love those things. And what we really have to look at stress as is the physiological process that happens inside the body. When we have that physiological change in our body, that's really what stress is. So stress for me would be, getting on stage and speaking in front of people, or whatever else. I am working on that. It's something that I want to be good at, but it stresses me out. Traffic is something that has stressed me out. Other people, it's work. Other people, it's learning. Whatever it may be, but that physiological process that happens inside the body, that's what stress really is. And this is the basis of what good stress is and bad stress is. If it is a good stress, it's not going to push you past the point of being able to recover from it. So if you look at this like a workout, and a workout is a great example because exercise is a stress, right? You go and exercise and you increase your heart rate, you increase your breathing rate, you sweat, you change all of the physical capabilities of your body when you do it. And if you exercise too hard, it is a negative stress because it breaks your body down. Your body is not able to recover from that the way that it should. That is a negative stress. But if it is good stress, it is going to build your capacity to handle more. So this is basically putting yourself under small amounts of stress that build your capacity to do whatever else you need to do. For example, if we go and we run a mile multiple times a week, we end up being able to run 2 miles in the same time, right? We may not be able to start running 2 miles right away, but if we do it enough times in a short period of time, then we build that capability to do more. And that's really what a good stress does. It builds your capability. But too many of us, we have work that follows us around everywhere we go with phones and computers and laptops and all this stuff. Remote work has been terrible for this. There's so many people that can't get away from work. There are so many people that aren't getting enough sleep. There are so many people who have poor nutrition. And all of these stresses just basically, they break you down. This is what burnout is. It's too much stress. And that too much is something you can't recover from. Now, can you take time off and do something else? Yes, but you can't recover doing the same things, is what I mean by that. Now, stress in general is a difficult word because everybody looks at stress and they're like, stress is a bad thing. It's a lot like taxes, right? How many people would you ask that would say, more taxes would be a good thing? But taxes can be a good thing. Taxes are necessary to build schools and roads and different things like that. If we didn't have taxes, it would be very difficult for all of these programs to function. It would be difficult as a society to have functionality. We need those taxes for certain things. And the same way our body needs stresses. Our body needs those stresses to learn. It needs it to grow. It needs it to increase the capacity. So I'm really, really hesitant anytime anybody says, you need to reduce your stress. Are there ways that you can do that? Sure, but they're few and far between, right? It's hard to get rid of work. It's hard to get rid of the family. It's hard to get rid of traffic. It's hard to get rid of those things in our lives. They're things that are here and things that we have to work through. So what we really need to do is build that capacity, and that's where those good stresses come in. When we put ourselves under those good stress, it increases our capacity to handle those stresses on a regular basis, and that is really what is going to build your long-term capacity to get where you want to go. So what are the things that I recommend in this? Exercise is obviously a good one. Start out to your body's ability though. Good nutrition is something that is going to help you do that. Proper breathing techniques are going to be something that's going to help you manage your stress. It's not going to get rid of stress, and that's not the point. Massage, chiropractic, they're not going to help you get rid of stress, but they're going to help you minimize the amount of stress that your body is experiencing and help you recover from the stresses that you've been around. And when you can recover from those stresses, that is a good stress. So again, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Cumro. I really appreciate you tuning in. And if this is helpful to you, just hit the like and or subscribe button. It gives me a good idea. Is the stuff that I'm sharing helping you out? Do I need to look at sharing different information? Should I share more of this? And it's hard without being able to see you in person. You know, if we're face to face, I can get a pretty good idea of whether or not something's connecting. But through the camera, it's really difficult to do. So that like and subscribe button really, really helped me out on what we're going to share in the coming months. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video.